All right, guys, ready to finish this?
Yeah. Now,
I
yes, that one I
So
can answer
ready.
positively.
Let's do it.
Let's execute this monstrosity.
Okay. So you guys have defeated the shadows, the whites.
The shadows.
Oh, it's just the shadows. Yeah, you defeated the shadows and the zombies. Two of you
Yeah.
don't have shadows anymore yourselves, but that's fine. You'll be fine. I'm sure that's
I never needed it in the first place.
yeah.
Shadows.
It just got in the way.
So what do you guys want to do with the next 5 minutes that you have of section of peace before the next wave?
Oh,
I'm drinking at least one healing potion.
I'm going to revel in the fact that my ring recharges.
I am also going to... What else am I going to do?
We've got 5 minutes. We don't know if any of the people are okay.
Yeah, I want to go check on the people.
Okay. You guys check on the people. All the people are still okay, hiding underneath their beds, but okay.
And Rage Monkey's still going fine in the basement?
Rage Monkey's still going all Rage Monkey in the basement, but he's fine.
All right.
You can tighten his bonds a little bit. They've come a little bit loose with all the raging.
Like, hold on, little buddy.
Um,
Let me just cinch you in there.
I don't know what we should do to prepare.
It's like, well, clearly they don't care about the barricades anymore. So, let's abandon
Yeah.
that plan of action. Identifying where they're most likely to come from and setting up in that place, I feel like is a good call.
Yeah, we're not sure where they're... Yeah, they have several places they could enter from, but we have a pretty good idea of where they're going.
Mostly, like, at least my assumption, because like the guys who busted in, they didn't kill someone to create that ghosty thing that they summoned, did they?
No.
Just some kind of a summoning ritual.
That was I mean, if you want to go ahead and give me a religion check.
Oh, heck yes. I would love to give you a check whether or not I know if I have any ability. What is my religion? Plus 13. Cool. Character, D20, 13. 20.
Nice. Good enough. So poltergeists are formed usually naturally.
Poltergeists.
Over centuries after someone dies, slowly they absorb psychic energy that eventually allows them to manifest and let their pain and rage be known. The whites just sped up that process with dark magic.
Oh.
Okay, so it was just a normal poltergeist.
Just your average, ordinary,
Yes.
everyday.
You also know that the poltergeist will probably reform in a few days if another ritual is not performed to permanently lay it to rest.
Neat.
Neato.
Would we have any idea what that ritual entails?
You can go ahead and give me a religion check.
Okay. Why do you do this?
I don't know. I do nothing. I do nothing.
Hey.
Okay. I rolled a 21.
It will be permanently destroyed if someone determines the reason for its existence and sets right whatever prevents the spirit from resting. It would take some research into the house itself to properly figure out what caused the spirit to originally become unrested, to set it right.
Okay.
Interesting.
Oh, I guess actually technically that's supposed to be an occult check. Huh.
Oh, good. I don't have
Yeah.
good occult at all.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
have a good occult.
I guess that's undead. All right. I don't know. It rejuvenating is necromancy and occult in tags. So not quite sure what that means. All right.
I would say both. I would say both apply in that case.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So that's what you guys spend your first 10 minutes on. Is there anything you guys want to do with the next 5 minutes that you have?
I think I'll probably set up on the ground floor just so that I'm closer to the potential targets that I think the thing's going to be coming for.
Yeah, I'll set back up in the place where I was waiting for more guys initially.
Cool.
I think
I will set up
that I
near
would
whoever happens to be the close range tank.
present the possibility that we might want to place ourselves in proximity to the person in the basement, as that is where presumably the query of the enemy we are facing.
Of our enemies.
Is.
That makes sense, unless we hear him.
All right. So Emil. While you were down and tightening the professor's thing, at one point, his head turned and he looks straight into your eyes and he just says, I can feel him. Ilvaresh is coming.
I'll pat his head. And say,
Sounds good.
and say, they're there. And then when I come upstairs, I'm gonna say, it is entirely possible that the thing that is still coming because this attack is not over is named Ilvaresh. Although I would not lay my name to it. Just something I heard from a strange screaming wild man recently. I don't know if that benefits anybody. Maybe one of you or the other is an alienist, and we can cast it into another dimension with its name. But in the event that that is not so, then they wouldn't realize I'm missing a shadow now.
Oh, yeah, missing a shadow. Strange.
Should I make a check to see if that's important or?
Sure. You can go ahead and make an occult check.
Oh, sure. Okay. This is one of the rolls I'm good at, and the number's correct, so this won't be very good. Okay, there we go.
Their shadows should return in. Let me go look this up. Because you defeated your shadow. All right. The enfeebled condition from the steel shadow reduces by 1 every 8 hours, ending once it hits enfeebles 0. The recovery speed is halved if the shadow is separated from the creature's body. So it should be back in about 12 hours. Their shadows will grow back.
It just grows back.
Yes.
Don't worry, that regenerates.
No problems at all.
Anyway, so then you guys hear a voice in your mind stating, "What a waste of undead flesh. All of my toys broken. And all thanks to your friends, Professor. Have you told them that you're the reason I'm here? You have been chosen as Ramlock's receptacle. I don't know why you resist, but soon I shall have your mind. And Ramlock's dreams shall be my own, and you shall know the glory of eternity within my thoughts.
Is this a two-way call, or are we only receiving?
I mean, I have message and aberrant whispers. I could.
And with that, the doors
And
slam
mind blink.
in,
I have that as well.
are telekinetically slammed and blown in off their hinges.
Okay.
My coat still flaps in the non-existent wind. I don't actually have that magic item. I just think it's a cool thing.
And you see...
Chandelier.
Chandelier. If ever there were a time.
And you see the creature, the creature before you. The weird spider claw, looking thing.
He's before me, and I say, "Get behind me." That's
So
what you do.
yeah, now maybe a good moment to roll some initiative.
Oh, okay. That seems fair. Seems right.
Seems like the correct choice to be made here.
He's-
Oh, well, that's good news for everybody.
Perception. You add your proficiency. Yeah. Oh my.
Why is my initiative still at 12?
Ooh.
I selected my token and then I rolled the thing. Why is it?
Because it's not set to set, I think.
Initiative. Set initiative. There we go. Bless you. Man, we were ready for this thing.
There we go.
Yeah, you were.
Oh, hey. Link is making some serious progress over there.
The Errol, I believe.
All right.
Yeah, I was right. It's Errol.
All right, so
In
everyone,
slightly modified version, but still.
all right, everyone has set their initiative.
Initiative set.
I don't think I set mine. Sorry.
I
forgot
already
to
got it
choose
for
my
you.
character first. Okay.
Which is
I know how this
amazing,
game works.
because you actually get to go first.
Yay. So I'm going to give me 1 second. I'm trying to make sure I know how this works. I'm going to use Globe of Invulnerability. I'm gonna target it here,
Okay.
and I believe it makes a 10-foot area.
Burst. Like that.
Oops. Why is it not working now? Control V. Okay. Let me just.
Oh, wait.
Have to find it. Real
I,
quick.
I accidentally put that on the hidden level. That's why you couldn't see it. Because I'm
Yeah.
a doofus. Like that?
Oh shoot!
Is
You
that
got this. I believe in you.
is that what it's supposed to
It
look
might
like?
be. I'm trying to make sure that I'm doing it correctly. Yeah. And so basically, if he attempts to cast spells into the area, it attempts to dispel them.
Ooh,
Automatically.
cool. Is that all three of your actions?
Possibly.
2.
Yes, it is all three. Verbal, somatic, material. So 10-foot radius spherical emanation centered. Oh, it's centered on me. Okay, so it's 10 feet from me.
Okay.
So
Corner of your
sorry.
square. That's the globe of invulnerability. You said.
Yeah,
What's
Boom.
the spell?
the spell.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
And it. Oh, this is the wrong one. Sorry. I apparently left my book at my at my apartment instead of here. From what I remember, it attempts to dispel any spells cast on targets in the area from outside the area.
Globe of invulnerability.
Yeah.
You create an immobile globe around you that attempts to dispel any spell from outside the globe whose area or targets enter into the globe as if the globe were a dispel magic spell one level lower than its actual spell level. Even if the dispel attempt succeeds, it prevents only the portion of the spell that would have entered the globe. So if the spell also had targets outside the globe or part of its area were beyond the globe, those targets or area would still be affected normally. You must form the sphere in an unbroken open space so its edges don't pass through any creatures or objects, or the spell is lost, though creatures can enter the area afterward normally.
Oh, one corner on your
conclusion
space. So you could actually put that. You can put it in one of these 4 spaces.
Cool. As a point of confusion, I just want to clarify something.
Cool.
If it is a so I'm confused. It says if it passes through a solid surface, if it is a sphere centered around me, the floor is a solid surface. So I would have to be 10 feet in the air to not have it pass through the floor. That was the only point of confusion on this that I did not understand.
I guess you could.
Fred as hemisphere. No,
Yeah, I was gonna say. I guess you're doing it at the top of your sphere, at the corner. Then.
I guess.
Maybe it's
Sure.
like a dome.
It would still be 5 feet into the ground, so that's why I'm confused.
an immobile globe.
Around you that attempts to dispel any spell from the outside of the globe, which.
Don't think they thought about the floor when they made this spell.
No, it doesn't really make any sense to me. I'm also confused why it matters if it goes through a solid surface. Like, I feel like it should just not.
Okay, so I think
take into
basically
account
what
the
it's
surface.
trying to say is that you could put it here, but you can't put it here. That's what it's trying to say.
Yeah, you can't protect
Yeah.
people around walls.
Yeah, I
So
get it.
this is fine. That's fine. We'll just go forward with
Great.
that.
That's my turn. So any
Also,
spell
it's 2.
level.
There's no material component to this.
Oh, that's
Oh.
right.
It is
it's
only
just 2?
somatic and verbal casting. Yeah.
Okay. I don't actually have a third action to take.
You have a shield?
Oh, where's my shield? What am I saying? What am I saying?
Is your
Okay, so any spell of 3rd level or lower is automatically dispelled. I'm not sure what the check is for dispelling spells of higher level.
okay? Also, make sure that your AC is actually right because you may have raised your shield since and not
Twice?
lowered it since the last combat. So just double check that.
Yeah, I checked. It is correct.
Great. Everything's good. It's then Orde's turn.
Everything's good. We're all good. it's great.
Okay.
This is fine.
where- Yeah. I don't want to be the first one to attack him.
Get in there. What are you talking about?
Oh man. This probably won't work, so I won't die because he's vengeful.
Oh, sorry. He does not throw the doors inward. He telekinetically pulls them off the hinges outwards into the.
Oh, that's so
Thing.
cool.
Oh, nice.
Oh no, we've got a badass.
Okay, so he is right there, right?
He's a very pretty little spider creature.
I hope their
at
homeowner's
him.
insurance covers acts of demigod.
Okay. Yeah, will save. This is probably going to fail, so I can use this without much fear. I will attempt to use Phantasmal Killer.
Okay.
Go get him, girl.
One shots.
Nah. Succeeds. Oh, right, hang on. Actually did this properly.
Ugh, pardon me.
Ooh. One living creature, 120 feet. 2 actions. Okay. Mental damage and frightened. 2. Critical failure. The target's afraid and might instantly die. It must attempt a
Yeah.
fortitude save if the target
That's
fails.
yeah.
It is reduced to 0 hit points and dies. On successful fortitude, it still takes 12d6 48 mental damage, is fleeing until the end of next turn, and is frightened 4. Love it.
Let's see. If he succeeds, he is frightened 1. A critical success is unaffected. The outcome is based on a will saving throw.
All right, 1 second. I gotta just change these.
This thing that can talk into our minds is pretty gosh darn good at.
It's actually not his strongest.
Well, class DC is a 21. What is do I have a spell DC separate from that? Yes, I do, but it's still 21. So,
Okay, well, he has a 50-50 chance of beating that then.
nice.
He gets a 19.
Oh no. Okay, so he takes 22 mental damage and is frightened 2.
Oh
See?
my.
Oh, dang it. If you had just gone a little bit more mental damage on him, a really cool thing happens to him. In your direction, like something really bad would have happened to him.
Oh, no. That's a shame. Can anyone else do mental damage? Anybody?
Mental damage.
All of my damage is basically holy and flame.
Yeah, so yeah, you summon the phantasmal killer, and
I summon an actual. I summon an actual elder thing to strike at this.
All right, what are you gonna do with your third action then?
Oh dear, I want to move, but I also feel like it's gonna start casting spells at me. Let's see. Where is a good spot to be?
You could take a step back. You could.
I'm pretty confident I got 2 people in front of me, and I'm in a globe of invulnerability. There's not that much else I can do. Like, I guess I'm still, just gets me a little further.
You know, I wasn't gonna do this, and now you guys are making me realize I kind of think I have to make this fight in any way challenging.
No, that was my last level 4 spell. I can't do it again. I only have 1 magic missile left. It still does a decent amount of damage, but,
No, that was a good thing to save your 4th level spell on.
Yeah. Besides making myself and Nick fly.
I just want run of the mill. There we go.
Zombies!
No, not run of the mill zombies. Sorry, Emil, it's your turn.
Yeah. So
Nice.
I'm going to doff my hat, say, Mr. Ilvarish, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. And then I'm going to remove one of the golden orbs,
Cool.
and I am going to chuck it. Since he's only 60 feet away, I can hit him with it, and it will have the effect of a fireball.
Perfect.
I'm a fireball.
What square are you throwing that into?
Since I can aim at it, I'll throw it at the square that is directly in front of him. It has a 20-foot radius there.
We're gonna burn the house down.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Pathfinder, there have to be a million rules about why you can't burn things.
All right, so you're throwing it into this square, not this square.
Am I able to throw it into his square?
I
Don't see why not,
I
kind of a
don't see
thing.
why
if that's
not.
okay. All right, then I will put the grenade right in his face. He
Cool,
can have it.
good. That means it's gonna. How wide of an area effect does that have?
It's 20 feet.
Cool, it hits his buddies too.
There you go. It's so it takes me to, let's see, reflex save DC. And a combination of spheres. So the DC is 19 for a type 1.
Okay.
And it's reflex.
He
makes it critically.
He critically.
So he's not affected at all.
Wait, your DC is a 20?
The DC of this magical
Okay.
item is a 19.
Bliss, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, he's a speedy giant thing.
He's very fast.
Yeah.
Cool. One second. What are the? I have to.
He's very, very quick.
Uh,
Quick giant.
all right. So
Cthulhian monstrosity was attacking you, you'd probably respond pretty quickly too. I mean,
all right. Well, the first vampire fails.
Oh, poor guy.
His buddy
Fires.
does not though.
Wow. They're all
Oh,
very
man.
fast. Oh well.
They also just roll really, really high.
So the guy who did take any damage takes 19 fire.
Cool.
And then I'll end the turn.
Okay, so what actually happens is he tosses it, and the spider thing manages to grab it inside of his claw. So so the explosion is much more dampened and just goes in this direction.
Well, that is inconsiderate, and I'm going to raise the crazy runic shield.
Sounds like a good plan. All right.
Yeah, haha.
Cool.
I feel like I'm way too far forward for me to be super comfortable right now.
Oh, that's tempting, actually.
He casts a spell and disappears.
Oh,
Okay.
but if it targets us, it's dispelled if it's 3rd level or lower.
Right. Okay. Yet I might actually want to do this spell instead.
Cool. It's
I'll set up
Corran's.
for that because I didn't think
It's-
I'd use it.
It's Corran's turn.
Okay. He's going to
Just as
take
a
step-
just as a reminder, the triggers for the
All right, Corn's gonna take a step forward, and he's gonna raise his shield, hold his sword aloft, and say, "Foul creatures! This home is under our protection. You are not prepared."
cool. I like it.
To face the God Emperor.
Ah, yeah. Of all the things he was not expecting to see today.
Well, we may not catch the boss, guys.
Man.
But there's definitely a target beneath the chandelier.
Hooray!
All right, 1 second. Actually, excuse me.
These are the guys that can siphon your max health.
Okay, yes. Sorry.
Ooh.
So Vampire Rogue 2, he spent his last movement to get himself into position over here.
Mm-hmm.
And then Vampire 1 Rogue now has flat-footing attacking things and is going to and it's going to strike with his claws.
Swing, bada, bada, bada.
18 versus your AC.
Uh, just barely misses.
Okay, good, good. It's the Nick's turn.
Mr. Savage.
Okay, so I'm going to. I think I'm just going to. So I'm starting my turn with Shield Race. I'm going to use my ability, just my standard Disrupt Undead on this guy. This guy? Why is it not working? This guy. This guy.
Cool.
So I need a fort saving throw from him. 21 or less fails. Yep.
Oops.
And then he takes.
Let me actually just put these things in.
He takes. Oh, I'm sorry. I rolled that wrong. It's 1d8. Oops, that's a question mark. Alright, 1d8 plus 4.
All right, he makes a fort save, you said?
Yeah.
Disrupt Undead is D10s.
It is d10s? Okay, he takes 10 points of damage.
He got a
I'm gonna use
17.
my third action to.
1d10 plus your ability modifier.
Yeah. So he fails and takes 10 points of positive damage. And then I'm going to move 5 feet here, or 10 feet here for my third action to give my guy combat advantage.
That sweet, sweet, flat-footed condition.
Cool. It's then Ord's turn.
So I have two plans. Well, three, but one of them I can't do this turn. So
Sure.
I could. He shows himself and attempt a magic missile for 64 force damage.
Oh.
Or I could try to find him, and if I do, I could spend 2 actions to try Phantom Pain. If he fails, that's another D4 mental damage and 1d4 persistent mental damage.
That's good.
Which apparently we should do a little more mental damage to him. It's a lot less than the magic missile. Go trigger the chandelier right now.
There are a lot of very difficult questions before you.
Yeah. Well, one thing is seeing if I can't find Ilvaresh here, so I'm going to attempt to seek action.
Cool. Okay. So
Perception.
All right. Yeah, so it's perception versus his passive stealth. I forget how this works.
Oh dear.
Alright. Time to consult the rule book.
Peter Angel, I'm on my knees.
Invisibility, the target becomes invisible. This makes it unseen to all creatures,
Let's
so
see,
they can attempt to
concealed.
find a target, making it sensed by them instead. See page 303.
Yeah, 303. Detecting features.
Yeah, you when targeting creature that you.
Let's see.
You can use the seek action to attempt to detect an invisible creature, making it sense to you on a successful perception check. This lasts until the invisible creature uses sneak to become unseen again. If the creature becomes invisible while seen by you, it starts out sensed, since you know where it was when it became invisible, though it can proceed to sneak after becoming invisible to become unseen. Other effects might make an invisible creature sensed or even concealed. For instance, if you were tracking an invisible creature's footprints through the snow, the footprints would make it sensed. Throwing a net over an invisible creature would make it concealed for as long as the net is on the creature.
All right. Well, he didn't actually sneak. He just moved. He just flew.
So he's unseen. The creature's unseen. You have no idea where it is. Or wait, no. He is sensed, right? So a creature that's sensed is only barely perceptible. You know what space the sensed creature occupies, but little else. Perhaps the creature just moved behind cover and successfully used the hide action. Maybe you've been blinded or the creature, etc. But you use seek to determine its general location based on hearing alone. Your target might be in a deep fog bank or behind a waterfall.
Great. What is the DC for this?
For seek? That would be, we'll have to find the seek action.
I just had it. I just wanted to. Oh, okay. Well, I think he still knows where he is because he didn't actually sneak. Because he actually moved his full speed. So I think he's still sensed.
He's sensed, which means we know what space he's in, but not.
Okay, cool. So
like we have to make a DC 11 flat check to be able to do anything.
So you know he's in that square.
But then.
I know he's in what square? That square there. Okay.
Right there.
The chandelier looks like a great idea. I don't know. Do you guys agree?
To argue with you, chandeliers dropping on people are like the things of happiness.
Chandeliers.
Chandelier.
Has he flown on top of the chandelier?
No, he's underneath it.
Yeah, I'm going to.
All right, let me go look at the.
And spend an action to move over here, and spend an action.
Let me go look at the
chandelier.
chandelier drop rules.
You laugh, but
Yeah, they're actually right after grand piano, but right before anvil.
Oh, this
is
is
in the Acme chapter, yes.
Was behind here, right?
Action 308.
The hidden switch.
There.
Was it here? Okay, it was there.
Baby, you've got it.
Oh.
Seek. 30-foot cone or 15-foot burst within line of sight.
Okay.
Stealth DCs. So it's a perception versus a.
There we go. Any PC. Okay. Character can use an interact action to operate either lever to raise or lower the chandelier by 10 feet. A character can also use an action to drop the chandelier on the floor below. The chandelier deals 6d6 bludgeoning damage to any creature directly below it. A successful DC 20 reflex saves half its damage or negates it on a critical success. The terrain will then count as difficult terrain. Cool. So
he
makes a reflex
that's how many
save.
actions to drop it completely?
1.
Good. And since I know since I sensed him there. Oh, on the other side of the wall. Since I sensed him there, I wouldn't have to seek for him to know he's there, right?
Yeah. So you all know what square
That's
he's.
the second action.
Yes. So okay. So he makes a reflex save. He fails.
Does not. Is that what's the DC?
A 20.
Wow.
So he fails.
How's it? Yeah.
He rolled a 3. He's got an 11 to it, but he rolled a 3.
Oh no, that's his weak save. I just realized.
Okay. The vampire, on the other hand, is much more dodgy, which kind of makes sense considering where he's standing. Also.
Yeah.
Okay. So roll me 66.
Okay. Good, but 16.
Okay. All right, and then takes the full 16 damage.
Okay. Alright, so that's that problem sorted. So now I just need to figure out my next spell if I live that long.
So you walked over to there, you pulled the lever, and you just see the thing come down, and it just goes fadoosh, and kind of is like slightly balancing on the back of the creature currently. Oh, which also means that probably you guys know where it is more because it's big enough.
It's wearing a chandelier.
Yeah, it's wearing the chandelier. Emil.
I want to wear it for my birthday.
You've crowned it.
And now we're fighting a lighting fixture.
Oh no.
Yeah, so it falls on it, so the way that it falls, it makes it so it doesn't hit his vampire buddy. I love it.
Okay, I'm glad we got to use that.
I am going to cast Bless.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And since it's a spell that's going off inside the globe, it won't be denied by the globe. I did read that. And in a 30-foot aura around me, all of my buddies gain a +1 conditional bonus to attack rolls.
Woo!
So I am going to do that, and then I'm going to raise my shield. And hope not to die.
What does Bless do again?
Bless is a 30-foot aura around me that gives a +1 conditional bonus to attack rolls to my allies. It is a level 1 spell.
Cool.
In the event that this guy has blue magic and wants to deny me.
Which would also have to be of 4th level or higher or be immediately dispelled.
Right.
Okay.
Because we've got multiple blue decks in play.
Ah! No, I didn't want to do that. I accidentally closed the book instead of switching tabs.
Oh no.
It's fine. I just opened it again. It just took me a second. Fortunately, the PDF you already have saves what page I'm on, so...
It's a good thing it's a large creature, otherwise it might have taken falling damage as well.
Okay. So he gets to make a stealth check then to sneak away.
I mean, once he's out from under the chandelier, it should be pretty easy.
Okay, so this is against everyone's perception DC?
Mine is not... Yeah, mine is a 19.
Bring it.
Should be pretty easy, considering he's invisible.
Okay, so I think he automatically gets a 20 on this because he's invisible, right?
He automatically rolls a 20 or gets a plus
Yeah.
20?
Invisibility, does it give you?
Sneak. You can attempt to move to another place while you stride up to half your speed. You can use sneak while burrowing, climbing, flying, or swinging instead of striding if you have the movement type. Rolls the stealth against and compares it to the perception DC of creatures that are sensed at the start of the movement. You automatically become seen if you don't have cover or aren't concealed from them at the time of your movement. At any point at the start of your movement, or as soon as you do anything other than hide or sneak. If you're unseen by creatures and impossible for that creature to see you, such as when you're invisible, you automatically treat the result of the D20 as a 20 against the creature on the checks to sneak.
Okay.
You also continue to be unseen if you lose any cover against or are no longer concealed from such a creature.
So
he just automatically succeeds.
he is sensed, isn't he? He's not unseen yet because he hasn't actually...
Oh, so he actually has to take cover.
Oh, yeah.
He better run. He better take cover.
Yeah. It's weird. To take cover, he has to run away from the thing to hide behind and get into plain open space.
Right? If you're unseen by creatures... what does invisible do? Gosh darn it.
Well, it's like he's unseen, but he's sensed and we know where he is because he's wearing the chandelier.
Right. But then... because
Condition is that.
Doesn't invisible just give him cover so he can sneak anywhere?
Invisibility makes it unseen to all creatures, though they can attempt to find it, making it sensed by them. If the target acts in a hostile manner, it is dismissed.
You continue to be unseen if you lose cover against or are no longer concealed from such a creature.
Okay.
Acting to do something other than hide or sneak makes you sensed instead of seen. If a creature senses you via sneak, you may sneak to become unseen by it again. So I think he can... I think invisibility allows him to be able to sneak anywhere.
I mean, I suppose that makes sense.
Worst case scenario, even if he can't move, he can just kind of shift around things
failure.
and make the shift.
You're seen by the creature, though your movement, throughout your movement, and remain so. If you're invisible while and were sensed by the creature, you are still sensed through your movement and remain sensed, but you aren't seen.
Okay.
Okay.
Seen, but he is sensed. Wait,
success.
what?
You become unseen by the creature, remain so during the movement, and remain unseen by the creature at the end of it.
I was going to say, in the text for the invisibility spell, as Caleb just read, does say that the invisibility spell makes it unseen to all creatures.
Yeah, but then he moved and without sneaking and became sensed.
Oh, I see.
What it sounds like is, as long as you take a sneak action, he just kind of shifts the chandelier, so it's no longer creating a nice little outline where he was plastered by it.
Cool. So no one has a perception higher than 36.
No,
That is correct.
Okay.
Who here has a 26 perception? Raise your hands.
I have a 22.
All right, but I think if
I
he
have
ever
the same.
if he ever just moves without sneaking, you guys all get to see him. So he has to still sneak, or he becomes sensed.
Seems legit.
Cool.
All right, cool.
All right, so he's going to take 2 actions. And then...
Sneak is not an action?
no, he's going to take 2
it
sneak.
absolutely is.
He's going to take 2 sneak actions to move.
It's going to be sneaky.
Okay.
All right, and then he is going to...
Sneak.
What's his... Does he have reach?
Good question.
Yeah,
Do
probably,
large creatures have reach anymore? Or does he have to get beside people?
I'm feeling like that's going to be in the bestiary. That information. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Just be as listed as something he has, right?
The creature is large in size. Yes, I understand that's what being large means. What does being...
Wait, is the creature large in size?
I would say it's probably
Okay, it's just its size. It doesn't affect it anymore, so I think unless it says it has reach, he has to be beside people.
Oh, okay.
So then he would have moved differently, given that information. Nick, does anything bad happen if he enters into your sphere? No.
Into the bubble?
Into the bubble?
It just tries to dispel anything
from
that
outside
comes through it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like invisibility?
No, the invisibility. Wait.
I don't think so.
What that's supposed to be?
Let's find out.
Cool. Okay, he's gonna try and bite Nick. So I believe the only difference is that he is considered flat-footed against this because he doesn't sense him.
That should be correct.
Okay. So this has a +2 to it.
You create an immobile globe around you that attempts to dispel any spell from outside the globe whose area or targets enter into the globe. So if it's
it would
third level or lower,
so it's a second level spell that he casts
So
at fourth.
he goes visible.
At
Oh
fourth
no!
level.
If he casts it at 4th level, then it doesn't work.
Okay.
Does it get a chance to try to dispel, or does it just?
does dispel magic do the automatics, or does it also?
I think dispel magic is automatic. What level spell is?
It's
this?
automatic.
So it was cast at 4th level.
Okay.
So anything 3rd level or lower will automatically be dispelled, but I don't know what happens to anything else.
Make a dispel attempt against the target. See page 197. Okay.
Okay. Dispelling. Counteract check. See page 319.
Good goodness. Okay.
Counteract levels. The ability.
When attempting
to...
a spell's counteract level is equal to its spell level. If it... One second.
If you succeed against the magic...
Some effect... If the ability has a higher counteract level than the effect to be counteracted, you automatically succeed. If the ability's counteract level is the same as the effect's counteract level or lower, you must succeed at a check using the relevant skill or ability against a DC of the target's effect. You take a cumulative -5 penalty to this check for every level by which your ability counteracts level is lower than the target's. If your ability is 4 or more counteract levels lower than that of the effect you're trying to counteract, your attempt automatically fails.
So,
Okay, so he makes a counteract check. Okay, a spell's counteract level is equal to the spell level. What was your spell level?
I'm pretty sure that I make a counteract level against his spell.
Right.
So his spell...
Oh, I thought you were saying he is in the other dude.
No,
the spell's level is 3rd.
Sorry.
It's 3rd level.
Yes.
Okay, so you have a counteract level of...
Spell, but it acts as a 3rd level dispel.
Okay, so you have a counteract level of 2.
Why?
Because that's what
Sorry.
that's what the table 9.3 says.
So against a spell level of 4, the check would be at a -10.
So that doesn't make any sense.
No.
So
A
if I cast a 4th level spell,
the abilities and effects
3rd level counteract.
Yeah, the 3rd and 4th levels both have the same counteract level.
Yeah,
so they're both 2. So it's dead even.
Okay.
Okay, so...
Oh wait, if it's the same as the effects counteract level or lower, you must succeed at a check using the relevant skill. Yeah. Okay.
Relevant skill.
For every level by which your ability's counteract level is lower. So yeah, their levels are the same, so it's dead even.
So it's just my
but you still
wisdom.
need to make the check.
So he makes a religion check against something?
Okay.
I'm trying against the DC of the target effect. How do I find what's the DC of the target effect?
Using the relevant skill. That should be the monster's DC, his spell DC.
Okay, his spell DC, which is 23. So you make a religion check against, or you make a religion check because he's casting a religious spell.
I was gonna say because his globe of invulnerability is a prayer, so that makes sense.
Cool.
So you make a religion check, and you have to make it beat a DC
22.
of.
Do you have any hero points?
Yeah, I haven't spent any of them.
Oh, you guys
the whole time.
You guys should have another. You should all have gained 1 from that last fight, by the way.
Oh, whoops.
Nice.
So
I have 2.
I get to reroll. I spend 2 hero points to reroll.
Yes. And then if you
and then
fail,
if I
you
fail,
get
I get one back.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Yay!
Okay, you counteract his invisibility as he flies in.
Yay!
Does that absorb the orb then?
No, it's
Nope.
just
The
up
orb
there.
just lasts for a minute.
Oh! He is not happy by this fact. He's going to try and bite you.
Fine.
Oh. That is
I
a
think
large.
Oh,
he-
amount.
I already rolled. Sorry. He did a 36 against you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so that's
Yes, he
actually a
did.
critical hit. Right?
On me?
Yes.
Yeah, my AC is 25.
Cool. So then take 28 points of damage.
Okay. Lose HP.
Cool.
28.
So then
How?
give me a fortitude save.
Okay.
Direct deposit for you on the 22nd of October.
Oh, thank you, Caleb.
Nope. Nope. 23?
23 is exactly the DC. You are not poisoned or venomed. All right. And then I need you to make another fortitude save.
I don't. Okay.
That's supposed to be energy drain, not energy gain.
18.
Okay. You become Envenerated 1.
Enervated.
Oh. So that's bad.
Presumably.
Right? Is that what it's supposed to be?
Or is it the good enervated?
Enervated 1. Let's go look that up.
I think it's
Enervated makes you less competent as though your hard-earned experience had been drained away. Envenerated always includes a value. You take a conditional penalty equal to the envenerated value on checks that include a proficiency modifier.
Okay.
The penalty
So,
can't exceed your level,
almost
even if the Envenerated level is greater. For example, if you become Envenerated 4 while you were level 3, you only take a -3 penalty. In addition, you treat your level as though it were lowered by the Envenerated value to a minimum of first level when determining which spells you can cast and which abilities you can use.
Oh dang.
This ability, this applies only to the actions, activities, free actions, and reactions you gain from feats and class features, and only those that have a level prerequisite. You don't lose your prepared spells, but you can't cast those that are a higher level than the Envenerated condition allows.
Oh my gosh. So I just lost my second fourth level spell?
Yeah.
Yeah. You regain access to them if your Envenerated value is sufficiently reduced. Every day you can attempt a fortitude save to reduce the Envenerated value by 1, or 2 on a critical save. The DC is the same of the effect that Envenerated you. Okay, well that's nasty. But you got rid of his invisibility, which took up one of his 4th level slots, so that's good.
Yay.
It's Corran's turn.
Huzzah.
Alright,
Don't forget to start
Corran
your
doesn't
turn.
like this. Oh yeah, good call. Need like a pop-up that's just like restart your turn. Whenever I select my token, it's like, do you want to restart your turn? It's...
Why, yes.
Alright.
There it is. It's called receiving initiative.
Alright, so Corran doesn't like the guy standing behind him, so he's gonna attack him.
That sounds like a good plan.
So
That hits.
Okay.
1 second. He has a thing.
oh no.
No. It's just he has some.
They always have a thing.
Okay. Cool. Oh, he should actually have more damage. Okay. Cool. All right. So you would deal 13 points of damage to him.
Yes.
Cool. All right.
Okay. And then he's going to try and attack him again.
Sounds good.
Miss horribly. And then raise shield.
All right, cool. All right. All right. Well, the vampire rogue is going to try and hit you. He's going to try and hit you twice. He tried.
Poor fellow.
All right, and then he's going to step over here. Oh wait, I think he can't because the sphere is taking up that area.
He should be able to. That's just the center point of the globe.
Okay. So then he's gonna step over there.
You know, just a thought. Technically, it says that the sphere only dispels stuff that's inside of the sphere, and the creature's half outside. So I mean, he could potentially be half invisible still.
It's true. The other half of his body would still be invisible. I don't think that's how that works. It might be based on the wording of the.
I have
of the thing.
Question.
Cool.
Paladins have an ability, do they not, which gives them a reaction to attack an enemy adjacent to them who has attacked an ally?
Yes.
Yes.
So when he bit the guy,
He should have been.
when Ilverish.
Yep.
I could have done that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I forgot.
Yep. So let's go. Let's do that.
Oh, okay.
It'll just. You didn't do any other. Did you? How many attacks did you do?
No other reactions, but there was an attack, but that would have reset because his turn occurs right after Ilveresh's. So
Right.
his attack penalty would have reset.
Right.
So he'd have been fine.
Right. No, I'm saying for the attack he's about to make against Ilverish would it be at just a -5?
Okay. Oh, I see.
Because he did one
And then-
attack last time.
Yeah, and then the attack itself is at a -2.
So 7.
All right. So go ahead and roll, and we can see what the penalty is, and then we'll figure things out from there.
Okay. I'm just gonna hit the button and we can figure it out.
Yeah, that's my point.
Okay.
I think that probably hits because that's actually so it's at a -10, so it'd actually be a +3, so it'd be a 25. So it would have hit him exactly.
Oh. That sucks for him.
14 piercing.
Cool. Does you hitting with that do anything extra?
Yeah.
What does it do?
Let's see.
It is. I have a feat that makes it better. I just want to make sure that.
Excuse me.
He's enfeebled 2.
Yeah.
And it's reduced by 1 each time the target attempts an attack action against me specifically,
Oh, cool.
and by 1 at the end of its turn. So if it attacks me, and it'll go down by 1, and then at the end of its turn it goes down by 1.
Cool.
I like that effect.
It's then Nick Savage's turn.
Mr. Savage.
Oh, that is me. I am Nick Savage. So, where am I? I'm going to, what am I gonna do? I got some people around me.
While he's contemplating, I would also do the horrible thing and point out that Vampire Spawn Rogue 1 did not take his full turn. He just did his healing.
Moved.
Oh. Okay. Great.
Because so that he will have time to contemplate.
I think that 30 actually hits you.
Yeah.
Not you as
Not-
in Nick Savage,
yeah,
you as in Corran.
He hits Corran.
Oh, well, never mind.
So take 6 points of slashing damage. Make that 9 points of damage, and you are grabbed by him.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, guys. What does this 3rd level spell blindness? I cannot find it online easily.
Loop. Spells. Blindness. You within 30 feet, somatic and verbal casting. Target is one creature. You blind the target. The target is determined. The effect is determined by the target's fortitude save. The target is bolstered against all casting of blindness. If it succeeds, the target is blinded until its next turn begins. A critical success means it's unaffected. If it fails the save, it is blinded for a minute.
If it critically fails, it is blinded permanently.
I'm going to use blindness on Ivoresh.
Okay, let's see what its fort save is.
Got a 24.
Nah! It succeeds. Can I spend a hero point to make it re-roll? That's how science works, right?
I'm gonna allow it, yeah. So yeah, you spend your 2 hero.
Okay,
you spend your 2 remaining.
I only have 1 more.
Oh, never mind. Sorry, it costs 2. I would have been okay with that otherwise. All right, he is blinded until the end of his next turn. Oh no, until the start of his next turn.
Well, that's kind of pointless, isn't it?
Well, he's very vulnerable right now to getting shot by things, I guess.
Yeah. There's not a lot of time, but he's essentially flat-footed to everybody during the blindness.
All right, what do you want to do with your 3rd action?
Raise my shield.
Sounds like a good plan.
So I'm going to raise my shield. I'm going to click that little raise my shield button.
Did you lower your shield?
Maybe not, maybe.
I don't think so.
I didn't raise it last turn.
Okay.
So I moved into position to try to give my bro combat advantage.
Cool. It's Orde's turn.
All right. I am going to flip a coin.
The survey's in.
Yeah, well, no, that was just me pulling it out of my pocket. All right, so
You could have just rolled a D2 in the program, you know.
it was already in my pocket. Besides, coins are a lot more satisfying to me.
That's a fair point.
Okay, so if it's heads, I will cast Phantom Pain. If it's tails, I'll cast Magic Missile. Heads, Phantom Pain, it is. Okay.
Hooray.
Mental damage. We'll see if this works.
All right, he has to make a will save.
Darn it, it didn't translate my... Okay. Does.
All right, what's the DC he's trying to make?
The DC is my DC, which is over here. It is a 21.
He succeeds.
Okay. So he takes a mental damage. Oh, well, worth a shot.
49%. Look at us. Chipping
cool.
away.
He's now bloodied, which allows him to no.
No. Oh dear.
Oh, everybody dies.
He detonates the first time.
He gains 3 uses of the spell Wish.
What do you want to do for your 3rd action?
I tried to do the cool thing, guys. For my 3rd action, I am just going to load my crossbow.
Okay, sounds good.
Or...
Wait, how much total mental damage has he taken? 23.
Okay. 3, unfortunately.
Okay. Dang it.
I was hoping I'd roll a little bit higher.
All right.
Yeah, it was like I want to do the cool thing. Darn it.
Emil, it's your turn.
Okay, I will start my turn with my shield raised. I will move
Oh. Yeah.
What is the enfeebled effect?
All your D20 rolls get a -1 to them.
Yeah. I am going to continue concentrating on my spell.
Oh, everyone
wait a
should have been getting +1s to their stuff, shouldn't they?
Any rolls they make.
Okay.
But I've been keeping track, and that has not pushed anyone over.
Okay. Cool.
I don't. I think I would have to essentially just draw my dagger at this point. So instead, I am going to just raise my shield again.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh wait, I have hero points. I could have made him re-roll those. Nuts.
Nerds!
Oh, you want him to re-roll his save?
Yes, I do. What a coincidence.
I'm not sure if that's actually how hero points work, but in my thing, I like that that's how they work.
I'll just say I have 2 to see what he rolls. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it one more time.
Yeah, because you get the better of the results anyway. So, all right.
Well,
On my lands.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Well, you used up high rolls, I guess. We'll say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, those have been in really short supply this session.
All right. So state he no longer is blinded, but he still has his enfeebled. Oh wait! He was enfeebled.
Yeah, but he's only enfeebled 2, and he was 3 above the DC of that.
Oh, nerds.
That's why I was asking.
Did you say nerds?
Yes.
Nerds!
You're a nerd.
Okay. So he's going to make his first claw attack against Corran. He's gonna make a second claw attack against Corran.
Why is he at a negative?
Oh, because I didn't restart his. That's so the 28 versus your AC hits, I believe. Should hit you
Well,
30. I guess actually, because he also has flanking, but he also has a -2, which then becomes a -1 because he made the attack.
yeah, 28 would hit.
Cool. You should just be it. So take 16 points of. Oh, I should have bit. No, well, take 16 points of slashing damage, and then give me a fort save.
Okay.
You fail.
Do I get a +1 on that because I am blessed?
It's to attack rolls.
Oh, okay.
You also have a -1 to it. With
Oh yeah.
all right. So you also become Envenerated 1,
Enervated.
which and then instead of -12, that would have been a minus. He should get a +8, so that would have been a 22 again to hit you.
It would have just been 5 modifiers off, but when eventually you calculate all that stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So he misses that. And then he's gonna try and do a claw attack against Nick.
That's me.
Oh, his yeah. So since he attacked me twice, I think that means that
Yeah.
his enfeebled goes away.
Okay. Or does he actually? No, he's actually gonna. He's gonna step back. That's what he's gonna do. He's not gonna attack. Cool. It's Corran's turn.
All right. Hey, I remembered that button.
Good job. You get a cookie.
Okay.
You get a cookie and you get a cookie.
I'll be right back. No, all right, so I guess I'll keep fighting this vampire.
You are held in place by another creature, making you immobile and flat-footed. If you attempt to manipulate action, activity, free action, or reaction will grab, you must succeed a DC 5 flat check, or it is lost.
Yeah, I just want to like cut him in half.
Okay. That hits.
Okay.
Oh, for 23 damage. Oh, wait. No. So 23 minus his resistance. Cool. He's having a bad day.
I'm just gonna try and do that again.
That's probably a very good plan. That was the correct move. Cool. You killed him.
He just cut his arm off and then cut his head off.
Pretty much.
Like, you dare touch me? Then I'm gonna raise my shield.
Cool.
It's not quite late in the battle enough to be brave.
Vampire Spawn Rogue 2 is going to start his turn. And he's going to take a swing at Emil to start. And then he's going to take a swing at Nick.
Okay.
And then he's going to step over here.
I think he missed me, right?
Yep. It's then your turn.
Okay.
That seems like the single worst place he could have stepped.
I mean, I think this place is a little worse.
He knows something we don't. Well, just now he's, yeah, I guess.
It's next turn.
Hooray. I'm sorry, I did not look at that. Okay. I'm going to I'm going to attempt another blindness spell on Ilvaresh. No, he's bolstered. I'm not going to do that. That would be ridiculous. He's bolstered against blindness. I know how spells work. Darn. Okay. I'm going to use... Okay. Going to use my last two points, whatever those points are called, to use my heightened now to 3rd level, I guess. Or I don't know how it works.
Yep.
I'm using the healing blast to shoot at you guys, so it's heightened to 3rd level. Have you guys taken any damage?
Corran definitely has.
Oh, Joel
Yeah.
has taken 5 more damage.
Who has?
Taken 4 more damage.
Who?
Ilvaresh.
Ilvaresh took 4 more mental damage from my first attack. Yeah,
Okay, I'm going to
one of my sorcerer feats.
Oh, okay.
step here for one of my actions. And I'm going to use a single target heal on this guy. So it's a 3rd level. So he gets, is it 48? 3d8?
There's
Plus
a number of days, for sure.
It used to be 48, but then... No, it used to be 5d8, so it's 48.
It's for the single target one?
Yeah, because his level's lowered effectively.
Okay. hold on. I will check. Heal. So this is a 3rd level heal we're casting.
Yes,
so
sir.
It will come out.
Tomorrow.
That's the sun. Beep, beep, beep. The amount of healing increases by 2d8 if you're using the 1 or 2 action version for every spell level, and touching someone starts out at 1d8, so for 2 additional spell levels, it'll be 5d8s.
Five d8s, you said? At third level?
5d8s for
Oh.
3rd level.
5d8 plus 4. So you heal 16 hit points. Wow. That feels really low. And then I'll raise my shield. Sorry. And then I'll raise my shield.
It's a good shield.
Orde's turn.
Oh yes, it's me. Okay, let's see. Well, for now, I am going to. Oh. I am right next to. So, I am right next to an enemy, so.
Do a barrel roll.
I have this crossbow loaded, so I'm going to step back here, fire the crossbow at the vampire spawn there, and hope I put in this macro correctly. Let's see. No. Cancel that.
The answer to your question would be definitely not.
Okay, then. 1d20 plus 9. D2 against the vampire's AC.
That hits.
Okay, for not 120 damage, 1d8 damage. Is where the range is on this. Okay. And with brackets this time. 3 damage.
It does not seem to affect him.
Okay, then move over here.
Run away!
I am a caster. I am a ranged person. You don't get caught in melee.
I'm going to concentrate on my spell and use Disrupt Undead, I think.
Sounds like a good plan.
I like Disrupt Undead. It's good stuff. So, Disrupt Undead gives him beep, 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 beep. He gets a Fortitude save against my DC 22. My DC of 22.
Why isn't it doing the thing? Oh, whatever. He fails.
Yay!
Yay!
He takes 7 points of damage of the positive variety, I believe.
Cool.
Beep, 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 beep. Does it say? Yes, positive damage.
All right. Elrush is going to fly over into here, so he's in. No, first he's going to make a lore check.
The spell. Oh, right, yeah. Right.
So he makes a lore check to figure out what caused him to become invisible.
Uninvisible.
It's the shimmery blurb.
So I'm gonna say he needs. I'm sure there's an actual ruling for this. I should probably look up. In skills. Why skill is such a small section of this book? Alright, so occultism is his best knowledge skill for this. Identify magic. Okay. 146. I set the DC. Great. What's the level of your spell, Garrett?
It's a 4th level spell.
Okay, so he has to get a DC of 22 on his occultism roll here. Okay, he succeeds.
No! I don't want him to.
In fact, I think he actually crit succeeds. Cool. Yeah, so then he's going to move over here. And
just be made visible again, or?
his invisibility just got turned off.
Oh, right. I just knew that half of him was visible.
It got unspelled.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna roll a d4 and decide which one of you jerks he likes the least. So 1, 2, 3,
I'm sorry,
and 4.
what happened?
Cool, Aaron.
Yeah.
He eats you.
Make a will save.
Okay.
You will save.
You will save against a DC of 23.
So my will comes out to plus 15, I think. Yeah, proficiency plus... No. Why does it say proficiency plus 1? Oh, because I'm an expert. Right. And then I have the shield.
I'm an expert.
A shield bonus. No, I have the armor bonus. That's why. Okay. Okay, so this is legit. That's legit. Will save. Let's see if this rolls correctly.
Oh, nice. You save.
I don't understand all the calculations going on. Oh, yes, now I do. Yeah, so 15 plus 15. Okay, so 30. We're good.
Cool. You are not confused as he casts confusion at you. Instead, you babble incoherently and are slowed for 1 round. Slowed 1 for 1 round.
Ooh.
As his mental assault slightly pierces into your mind. Or actually, I guess that's more you fending it off.
Guys, I feel slightly pierced.
Oh no.
Oh, wait, no, he couldn't have done that.
Yeah, clearly.
Never mind, I don't.
All right, he won't move.
Oh my God.
He's gonna cast it. No, he's gonna cast it anyway.
Okay.
Gonna
But
cast it anyway.
but he has a chance for it to fail because he's casting it from outside of the circle into the circle.
Into the circle.
So, Nick, if you want to make me a religion check,
Okay.
and if you can beat his 23, then the effect just fails completely.
Yay!
You counteract his spell. So, Aaron is
That
not
went
slowed.
well, I'd say.
You're slowed, you're not slowed. You're slowed, you're not slowed.
Sorry. I forgot it was 2 actions to cast that spell.
Come on, Aaron, can you keep up?
I cannot. I've been slowed. Oh, wait!
I'm sorry.
Alright,
This system is very confusing.
Noodles!
Okay. here. And attack Iverish with my sword.
Cool.
Assuming he's flying low enough that I can hit him.
He is. That hits.
Nice. I'm gonna do it again. It's late enough in the battle that I can.
That misses.
Alright.
Haha. 27 versus Orde's AC.
Oh no! Stop hurting my friend.
So you take 10 slashing damage and you're grabbed. Caleb?
Yes.
You lost 10 HP. And
Yeah,
are now grabbed. Yeah. And now he's going to try to drink your blood.
Hot.
28 versus your Fortitude DC, which is a success.
Should hit.
So you are drained 1.
Okay, cool.
And he regains 4 HP.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
I did? Wow, thank you. He just kind of spit his blood back into my neck.
Oh, oops.
I healed again. What the heck is going on?
I clicked on the wrong token. That's what happened.
It's like, man, I'm almost back up to full health. Thank you, Mr. Vampire. He's very...
He's chaotic neutral.
Alright, it's Nick's turn.
Okay. Nick is going to start turn with shield raised. I'm going to I guess I'll just use the cantrip on this guy. Whoops. On this guy. So I need a fort save from him. Are you guys there?
Yes.
That's not what I tried to roll.
Sorry.
That's incorrect. It is a natural 20. It shouldn't have been a 20. It should have been a D10, but I'm very sad now. So I'm this guy needs to give me a saving throw. Oh. I think Hannah's talking to him.
A saving throw of the Fortitude variety. Ooh, if it hits, that'll be lovely.
Still not awful.
Awful, awful.
Alright, sorry. He makes a fort save. 21?
Yeah, that just saves. So he takes 6 damage, and then I will raise my shield.
Cool. It's then Orde's turn.
Okay, well, I'm grappled, right?
Yes.
How do I break free of that?
You don't. No.
But I'd like to roll to confirm that, thank you.
Just take a page out of the.
Just take a page out of the core rule book, and then grappling doesn't even exist anymore. Tear that page right out, burn it up. Don't even have to worry about it.
They don't actually have rules for escaping the grapple.
Okay. Athletics. It's under athletics.
The grab creature can use escape using acrobatics, or break the grapple with athletics.
Okay. Cool.
No.
I will roll acrobatics until the end of my turn, or I escape. What's the DC I need?
That is not clearly stated. I'm assuming against his acrobatics DC.
I would argue his athletics DC or strength DC, whichever's higher.
Okay, so we'll go athletics DC, which is a 19.
Did I roll?
Yes, you break free of the grapple.
Okay. I didn't expect to break free of that. My bad.
I forgive you.
I am just going to hold on a minute. Let me actually look at this. I know this is another thing I did not expect to be using, so oh my goodness. Not what I built the character for. Why am I being forced? Why do I have to use these things? Good. Okay. So that's actually a bad idea. I won't do that. Okay. That is definitely a thing I can try, so spellcasting provokes, or
Nope.
Which system are we in?
Nope.
Attempt and I will attempt the use of aberrant whispers. Why not?
Ooh.
He needs to make me a will save, 21.
He gets a 23.
Okay. Cool.
Does anything happen to him then?
He's fine. Am I here? Am I muted?
Oh.
He's fine?
Okay.
He's fine?
All right.
Hello? Okay.
Emil.
Alrighty then. I don't think I raised my shield last time, so I will again concentrate on Bless, and I will I'll force him to make another save against Disrupt Undead.
He gets an 11.
Ooh! My DC is 22, so he critically fails, so he takes double the damage. So it's 2d10s plus 10.
Ooh.
Which rolls out to 19.
Ow.
Nice.
Not fabulous, but it's still damage, and I'll take it.
That hurt him a lot.
Oh, wait. Actually, Disrupt Undead might not do double damage. Now that I am remembering,
I believe it
to real
does.
quick double check myself.
Don't they just die on a crit fail?
Oh yeah, no, he's right. I forgot. So disrupt undead, critical failure. Oh, critical doubles the damage and it causes the enfeebled condition.
Ooh.
Enfeebled 1 for 1 round. I thought it only enfeebled people, but it also does the double damage.
Sweet. It's Ivaresh's turn. I'm going to be evil.
Welcome, evil.
He's gonna step inside the sphere.
Do it.
Dispel. Oh.
Oh.
All right, he's just gonna do this for now. Nick,
That's me.
you're not easier to hit. Corran, you're actually easier to hit at the moment. Okay, so he's going to try and cast a spell as he tries to touch you with his claws. 38 versus your touch.
I think that crits.
Yeah, okay. Oh my. Okay, he uses vampiric touch on you.
You die twice.
Take 25 points of necrotic damage.
Ouch.
I
don't want him to gain 25 points.
He doesn't gain 25, but he'll gain half of it as temp HP.
Well, 12's fine.
No, he gains all of it as temp HP.
Okay, never mind. Maybe that's just the player version that sucks.
You deal 3d6 negative damage to the target, double damage on a crit. You gain temporary hit points equal to the negative damage the target takes after applying resistances and the like. You lose any remaining hit points after 1 minute. Right?
I don't know. Yeah, equal to.
Interesting.
Equal
Unfortunate.
To. I don't know what version of Vampiric Touch I'm thinking of. It might be 5th editions.
It's probably 5th editions.
Yeah, it's then Corran's turn.
Corran does not like this guy.
I can't imagine why.
Both, brother.
He's just gonna start attacking him, or continue attacking him.
Cool. That hits.
So it sounds like 76 was controllable.
That misses.
We weren't experimental.
That was pretty bad.
Yep, it was 5th editions.
That misses as well.
Can I re-roll one of those with me?
Yeah, if you want to re-roll the 11 one.
Okay. I'm just gonna roll a d20.
Cool, sounds great. 18
Much better.
plus effectively, so 13 plus 14 is 27. Is a hit, so another 13 damage. So you're just like hacking away at this thing.
How dare you steal my health?
Speaking of stealing health.
Here we go again.
27 versus your AC. Take 9 points of slashing damage, and you're grabbed again.
Don't heal me.
And, 13 versus your fortitude DC is a failure.
Yeah, that's a fail.
He's going to try that again. Oh, that's supposed to have, I think that's supposed to have a -5 on top of it. Okay, so sorry. So This has a -10 to it. So a 13. Which is also a fail. Cool.
There's no penalty for critical misses, right? It's just no.
It's Nick's turn.
Okay. 10, 15. I'm gonna move here. Oh, sorry. Start turn with Healers. And then I'm going to use Alright, sorry. I'm going to use Heroism on him. So I cast Heroism,
Great.
spending 2 of my actions. It gives him a +1 to saving throws, attack rolls, skill checks, I believe.
Great.
So +1, and then I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, and stop moving there. I'm sorry, I can only move 10, but that is still enough to give him flanking, correct?
Correct.
Okay, that's where I'm going to move.
It's Orde's turn.
Okay. Yeah, same turn as last time, really. Just not okay.
It's just not okay.
Like,
That last one succeeds.
yeah. The automatic scroll isn't working
Huh.
for the rolls.
Emil, it's your turn.
Okay. Again, concentrate on bless, and again, I'm going to try and take out this vampire spawn. So he gets a save against 22.
14.
That is the number of damages that I deal him.
I think that may be enough to kill him.
I really hope so.
It is. He's dead.
Hallelujah!
Yay!
It's then Ivaresh's turn.
Go team.
Bring it on. Bring it on, noob.
He's a boob. He can't stop us.
He's a boob. That rube walking into our house. This is our creepy haunted mansion. Get out.
Oh, that's only one action. All right. He's going to cast True Strike on himself.
Yeah.
And then he's going to try and bite Corran.
Yeah. Oh.
And then I gotta roll another d20. Okay, I think that the 26 is the better result, which is I think exactly enough to hit your AC.
Yeah.
Take a 20 points of piercing damage, and then give me the first Fortitude save. Ah, good. You saved against the venom, and then give me another Fortitude save against the energy drain. You do not succeed against the energy drain. You take another level of Invenerated.
Enervated.
Yes, that. So effectively, you have, I think, like...
-5.
Yeah, like a -5 to all of your attack rolls.
Although it's a +1 from me, so it's only -4.
It's your turn then.
Oh, it's my turn. All right. Well, just gonna keep on keeping on.
Well, that hits, even with all the penalties.
Yay!
All right. Keep on keeping on. Probably doesn't.
That does not hit with all the penalties.
Well, late to stop now.
That definitely does not hit. Even with the nice +3 that you have from your friends altogether. It's the next turn.
Okay. That's really unfortunate. Combat advantage and all that. I just wanted to clarify. He got the +1 from me, and then the +2 from flat-footed, and then is that it? There's no plus anything else?
Oh, he gets a +1 from Bless as well.
Heroism, Bless, and combat advantage.
Right, so he's taking 2 from his low level, and then 3 from his not having a shadow.
Does heroism give a conditional bonus? Because if it does, then it would overlap with bless.
Oh, it is. My apologies. Don't know how this works.
No, it's fine. It's one of those things where it's like, I love stacking buffs, and these games hate stacking buffs. But
okay.
he also has a buff from you on his saving throws because of heroism, so.
That's true.
And skill checks and perception checks.
Oh, wait. He has a... Oh, wait.
It's a +1 bonus.
Oh, yeah. Which would have been...
rolled 2 below.
Yeah, plus all of his other negatives.
Could someone inform me how Chill Touch works in this format? I was going to do something else.
Is a touch attack that does a D8 plus your modifier, I believe, and well, at least.
Chill Touch, somatic, verbal casting, range touch. One living or undead creature you touch. The touch weakens the creature and disorients undead. Make a melee touch attack. The effect of the hit depends on whether the target is living or undead. Heightened increases the damage. Living creature, 1d8 negative damage. On a critical hit, double the damage, and feeble 1 for 1 round. Flat-footed for undead creature, doesn't matter. And then if you heighten as a 3rd level, it's 1d8 plus your spellcaster modifier for damage.
Okay, so it's 1d8 plus my spellcaster modifier because I am casting it as a higher level. So I make a touch attack using my dexterity?
Correct.
Oh my gosh. None of my stats are good, guys.
I'm sorry.
I took all stuff to be problematic against undead. It's fine. I'm going to use... I guess I'll use Chill Touch.
So what, 2d? That's what, 2d8?
No, it's 1d8 plus his spellcasting ability modifier.
I don't think that's gonna hit.
That does not hit.
It's really low. Okay, and then I'm gonna raise my shield. Sorry, so drop my shield and then raise my shield.
Cool. It's Orde's turn.
Oh no, I didn't have my shield raised, so raise my shield for real this time.
You're a cleric, right?
Yes, to me and Nick.
Cleric is...
Ba ba ba. Ba ba ba.
Okay, yeah. So my turn. Well, I've got nothing better to do. I might as well just shoot it with a crossbow.
Ain't got nothing better to do.
Is this still under the effect of bless?
Yep.
Yes. Oh, I got a +1. If a 17 would have hit.
It wouldn't. Its touch is 24.
Okay. I'll allow it.
Yeah, I assume guidance and bless do not stack, so I'll just roll roll to hit. Nope.
Nope.
Might as well just reload again.
Cool. Emil?
Okay, so concentrating. I think I'm going to try and cast a spiritual weapon. I have one more level 2 spell that I will be able to concentrate on. So I'll levitate my little funky dagger all up in his
Thing
grill.
that does mental damage.
It does force, unfortunately. So 12, 9, plus 1, so back up to 10. Boop.
Nope.
End scene.
All right, he's gonna do this. He's gonna do the same thing again. He's going to.
What if instead we just kill him and die?
He's gonna cast True Strike on himself, and then try and bite Corran.
Wow. What? Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that hits. So I'm not gonna roll again. Oh wait, I should to see if it's a crit.
Oh,
Probably where I am.
well, almost.
19 plus 19 would be 28. Wow, it's like
Yeah,
impossible to crit on you.
Oh, that's too bad.
Right?
No, that's if it's 28, then that's that. Wait, 19 plus 19.
Yeah, he rolled a 19, and then he has a 19 bonus to the attack.
Yeah, that's 38.
Oh, that is 38. Oh, he should have 10 more points of damage then, because I misadded that at some point. Anyway, yeah, that crits. So take another 12 points of damage. And then give me 2 fort saves.
Man.
All right, well, you save against the venom, I think. Because you have a +1 to it, and you have a total of what, -4 to your -5? 23. Yeah, okay, so that equals out to you just make that save, and then you make the energy save as well.
Oh god, I died.
And then he's gonna try and strike you with his claws.
I'm outside.
29 versus your AC
That hits.
for 24 points of slashing damage, which I think knocks you unconscious.
Yep.
Cool.
So I need to make something.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to find the rules. It's in the game mastering section somewhere.
The new death stuff.
Yeah.
Where did I put it?
All right, unconscious.
Getting knocked out. When you're reduced to 0 hit points, you get knocked out. When this happens, you are subject to the following effects. You fall unconscious. You immediately move your initiative position to directly before the current initiative position. If a creature knocked you out, for instance, your next turn would come immediately before that creature's turn. You gain the Dying 1 condition. If the effect that knocked you out was a critical success from the attacker, or the result of your critical failure, you gain the Dying 2 condition instead. If you have the Wounded condition, remember to increase these values by the wounded value. If the damage came from a non-lethal attack or effect, you don't gain the Dying condition, but you are still unconscious with 0 hit points. Dying. If your Dying value reaches 4 or greater, you die. You lose the Dying condition upon returning to 1 or more hit points. When you lose the Dying condition and have hit points, you regain consciousness. You also gain or increase your Wounded condition, making you more likely to die if you start dying again, as described below. Recovery roll. When you're dying, at the start of each of your turns, you attempt a special flat check to see if you get better or worse. This is called a recovery roll. The DC is equal to 10 plus your dying value. The effects of this check are as follows. And it's basically just you get worse or you get better.
Okay. Okay.
Cool.
Well, I don't.
Yeah, it's not your turn yet. Then, because it moves,
Yeah.
so then it's Nick's turn.
Kill it. Kill it with fire.
Okay, how bad is this thing looking?
Real bad. It's got 5% left.
Okay. Good. Good.
Just hit it with the hammer.
I literally have plus just my level to my hammer.
Oh.
It's a good hammer. It's a good hammer.
I should have done a spiritual weapon earlier in this fight. Okay, I'm going to attempt to hit it with Chill Touch again.
Cool.
So first I need to lower my shield, and then I'm going to make an attack against it.
Gets its touch.
Against its touch. Ooh, 22? What did you say? It's 24.
It's a 24.
So it's actually 23. And I would have hit it except Corran's down. So he does not threaten it.
Oh.
Its touch AC is 24?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
And I raise my shield, and that's the end of my turn.
Orde, do something.
Just gonna fire at it a couple times.
I'm giving up on you. I'll be the one if you want me to.
That hits.
Oh gosh. Okay.
He's done it.
Image.
Do you know how much HP
Hey.
he has?
That much?
7.
I'm thinking
7.
5.
Yeah.
Making up a number.
He has 8 health. Hey!
Exactly 0.
Oh.
Nice.
All right.
You pierced him through the brain. I have so much potential healing left that I'm just gonna save that guy over there.
I would just like to point out that I died in a room full of healers.
1, 2,
Oh.
3.
You hit the
max.
ground.
You're still alive.
I was gonna
Oh.
say 3 maxed healing spells that I have that I could juice people with. So
Okay, cool. So,
and with lots of time, all of my abilities can go up, so I can just increase their
Jeez.
potency.
once Iverish and the vampire spawn have fallen, a hush falls over the hall. You can hear the professor calling up from the basement, I think I'm okay now. If someone could let me out, that would be great.
That guy can sit.
Anybody?
Supposed to release him at a certain time, right? But that means before that
Yeah,
time, he's just BSing us. So just wait. We'll give it a little more time.
We're
It does seem as
people.
though it would be best to wait till morning.
So when morning comes, when you eventually release the professor, and once he comes up, wherever the course of Ivaresh has been moved to, he points to it and he says, "That monster! He was the one! The creature who affected me with my connection to the Dominion. Now that he's gone, I feel the dark presence inside me no longer. I know now that these dreams of a distant agent of the Dominion, something named Ramlock. In any event, thank you, my friends. You have saved my students and my life. How can I ever repay you?"
Money, lots of money.
16.
Were we
I
supposed
want
to
your-
take him
yes.
somewhere?
Yes. With the undead
Can I ever repay
and
you?
the looming
Well,
Dominion threat gone, the professor and his students are exhausted but happy to help the Order. The doctor and his students leave Sombrefell immediately to return to Rosenport, where the professor sets to work researching the countdown clocks and the Night Herald's plan.
Yeah, whether he has permission or not, or it's just taking his books. He needs
all of the books.
We're confiscating these.
With his aid over the course of the next several months, the Order can learns much about the Night Heralds.
Woo.
Do we save Ilvaresh's body or do we just burn it? Because I feel like
For science?
it's just to see what happens when you conflagrate a huge mass.
So
Yeah,
that's
I don't know. Are we convinced that we need this thing for study, or are we going to?
So anyway, the
Incinerate.
cool thing that happens if you manage to deal 30 points of mental damage to him altogether, one of his brains explode.
Oh.
That's fun.
Oh no, he's stupefied for 1 round, and one of his brains may explode. He has to make a DC 22 fort save.
How many brains
will
does he
save.
have?
He has 9.
9? Okay.
Oh.
Are they all human brains?
No, one of
'Cause
them was a
that-
vampire brain. That's what the red one is. That's why he was able to control the undead.
So what if we just
Oh,
exploded his
seven.
vampire
Sorry, he only
brain?
has 7 brains. And if one of his brains explode, he becomes invinerated equal to the number of brains that he's lost.
Oh.
He can also lose a brain if he takes 35 damage from a critical hit
Wow.
or more.
Yeah, so if I had crapped on my damage, or if I had expected to, enhance my low-level mental spell, that I'm just like, I'll never use this. Or if the hero points had worked, he might have had a brain explode.
Yeah.
So many ifs.
Oh, yeah. He also has a plus.
How bad the occult list is for damaging cantrips.
Which is actually kind of weird. I don't know. I guess
It's the list was redesigned like specifically for bards.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's the end of the chapter.
Yay!
Yay! We survived.
Cool.
Corran.
So, thoughts, I guess? I feel like there's a lot of status effects in this game.
I feel like we didn't play that properly, to be honest. I think we were supposed to do more before the fights. More ideas before each encounter. And maybe we were supposed to know a little bit more. overall?
Not really. The only thing is that you guys could have confronted the professor and gotten more information, and you could have found out a few more clues that were around the house to use to confront him. But for the most part, you guys barricaded the door for the first fight, which is the main thing. You used the chandelier. Everything else kind of, unless you somehow magically know what entrance they're going to come into in the last fight, which they all use different ones, which I don't know how you're supposed to know. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's just, there's a lot of status ailments that need to be kept track of, I feel like. Or maybe just Undead deal a lot of them. So I feel like that kind of just started really bog things down.
A DM screen would be useful.
Yeah. I was trying my best, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I'm kind of feel like at this point I'm starting to feel the rapid level progression fatigue.
Yeah.
Where you're just like, oh, my lands is just like, it's just getting more and more, and you're just like, I kind of wish we were still just at low levels, because at it seems like level 1 through 5 it works really well, and now we're just starting to get like some
a bit bogged down.
Yeah.
So on that note, I do have a character sheet for an updated character sheet for my goblin. I just need 1 point of clarification and to find his token on map tools.
I can help you with those things. Yeah. So any other?
The question is, how many hero points does he have?
1. You start with 1.
That's what I have. All right.
You start off with 1 and then gain 1 for every 2 fights. Is how I am doing the hero point system.
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess thoughts.
Gosh. Yeah. This. I enjoyed the fights. At the last one got to be a bit of a slog, but.
Yeah, I think the intention was to force us to use as many resources as possible.
Yeah, so I'll actually read you real quick. So the point of this playtest is to see how well a bunch of healers can hold up against A, undead, but B, just like continual waves, and if they can actually survive without.
The answer, yes.
Without the tank going down?
Clerics are freaking nuts. Like, the amount of healing power that it is potential to have if you just boost your charisma along with your wisdom is like insane. The channel divinity.
He may have actually. Ivarish may have actually had like 10 more HP, but I feel like you guys were going to take him down eventually. It was just we were just all like, we're done with this fight. We know you're all going to win. You have enough resources left where like it may come down to like one person, and he'll use Vampiric Touch a few times and keep getting his health back. And I'm just like, I'm done. I feel like we're all done. So.
Yeah, granted those
the very nice big red skull though.
The stat debuffs are like kind of rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any way for you guys to get rid of them?
No. And all of them say that they're like they last until like the day is done. I didn't see any
spells.
I could be wrong about this, but I did not see like a spell potent enough to remove those.
Okay. Because that's really those things were devastating, especially because you had to keep them for every fight afterwards.
Right.
Yeah.
Which was the part that I was kind of like, this is kind of bonkers. But yeah, I'll check to see if like restoration can get rid of some of those. Because we had access to spells like remove curse, freedom of movement. Let's see, zone of truth, searing light, remove disease, neutralize poison.
Yeah.
but like we don't have restoration. Oh, we have restoration's a second level spell, so let's see.
Oh.
Um,
I think part of what is difficult with this is having this be our third character and being at 7th level. It's like everything is new again, and so you have all these things, and you're like,
yeah,
do this.
We can reduce enfeebled, sluggish, or stupefied by 2 with restoration.
Okay, well that
When heightened, it can reduce enervated value by 1.
that would have
Okay.
But that's a 4th level
Yeah.
restoration spell.
Okay, that's still rough.
Yeah. Since he can do that attack at will. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well I will say that's also part of his being a boss thing.
Yeah, no. I just mean like the vampires were all able to enfeeble us.
Right.
Or no, they could all reduce our max HP. The wraiths came in and gave us a debuff that we literally cannot remove. That gives us up to a -3 penalty to everything we do.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the reason he also has the energy drain is, again, because he has a vampire brain in his head, which is what gives him that special ability, just out of a...
Oh, also, I think that my damage rolls were supposed to be affected more than they were, because I wasn't subtracting 3 from all of them, but...
Yeah, it is what it is.
Would have meant a turn or two more of vampires being obnoxious.
Yeah.
Since I didn't really actually ever hit the big guy.
Yeah, so I don't know if that is a specific problem with just this scenario or with the system on the whole, but like all over, I feel like this has been the least fun out of the 3 we've done so far.
I think slogs tend to be where things just have shit tons of hit points and are really hard to hit.
Yeah.
Because those two things combined make for long, less tense battles. Because again, like they weren't necessarily killing us really fast.
And even if they were, you can heal back from that.
Yeah, because of the way the scenario is built. So it's one of those things where it's like we have a shit ton of hit points and they have a shit ton of hit points, but it's just really hard for us to hit them and they just debuff us, so it makes it harder for us to hit them. So it's like an incredibly protracted version of the losing battle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well, hopefully next things will be more fun.
And I think part of it, especially with all the debuffs and buffs and everything going on in the fight, I think would be easier to deal with if you've been playing the game for a while.
Yeah.
With you've already encountered some of these debuffs, and as a GM, if you don't have to be like, oh, I need to know 17 status effects going into this fight, if you learn one new status effect every other session, you're by the time you get to this kind of level where you have to know some of them, it's going to be a lot easier to be like, this is what this status effect does, and only have to look up a couple. But in this scenario we were in, it was still it's just a massive overload of information on all of the things that we have to know. So
yeah.
I mean, I feel like there was the amount of stuff we looked up was healthy. I particularly did enjoy the Globe of Invulnerability shenaniganery. I liked
that helped a lot.
The looking up stuff.
Thought that would be fun.
Invisibility, those were points where I was engaged, right? All of those things I was interested in. I was like, this is a cool deep dive because the rules are complex. They are there. They're a little bit scattered in the book, but
yeah. Dispel magic. See the dispel magic rules.
Yeah.
Dispel magic. Treat this as a something check. Go to this part of the book.
Yeah. So that was a little silly. But at the same point, I found that rule chasing to be fun, and I think we were having a good time there. It was just when we got down to the yep, it has 76 hit points, and its AC is now 5 higher than any of you have a good chance of hitting. except for the paladin. But no,
The unconscious paladin.
Yeah, the paladin who also had a permanent -3 to all of his attack rolls.
Yeah, so there's some things there that were definitely like the fight was designed to be frustrating to a degree, I think.
Yeah, which I'm not a fan of design wise, but
yeah.
Cool.
I think probably what ended up being annoying, like making me feel like it was worse, was the fact that I didn't have the book, and so I was like,
yeah.
I think it was probably just that I felt like I was in imposition on other people, but that's.
Cool.
It's good.
Does anyone else have an opinion they want to get on the recording before I end it?
Don't think so.
Cool.
Not immediately, no.
All right. Cool. So let me just take this opportunity to thank Garrett for playing with us officially.
Yeah.
I'm sorry your schedule's so busy that this is your last week, but we've loved having you, and if things change, let us know, and we'd love to have you back.
Yeah.
In other words, baby, come back.
You can blame it all on me.
Okay.
All on him, specifically.
I'm gonna go. This was fun.
Okay.
Good night.
All right. Bye.
See you.